City, Jay White punishing Jon Moxley in this Gold League matchup. Moxley has made it to the finals, but Jay White has got to win to advance.
Yeah, JR, this is by far the highest stakes matchup in the Gold League yet thus far in this tournament.
But that Muda lock on, does Jay White on Mox. That knee has been messed with heavily by Jay White. Look at the eyes right there, breaking the eyes by Mox.
Doing whatever he needs to do, Taz, to break the hold. Poking the eyes is part of the game.
Moxley knows that he's already qualified for the semifinals. As it stands right now, he will face Swerve Strickland next week in Orlando. But if Jay White is victorious here tonight, that becomes a three-way match. A big disadvantage for Moxley. Doesn't even need to be involved in the finish for him to not make it to the finals at World's End.
That's going to be a red-hot night in Orlando. Big time. Big matches. Big rivalries. Main events.
And, oh, Moxley, though.
Moxley's pissed.
Absorbing that contact. And
he's been awakened.
Now standing nose to nose with Jay White. Oh, absorbing a shove, and Moxley dropped him with that one.
Moxley almost talks the guy into firing up, and it plays right into Moxley's game every single time.
Man, that was a dinger, I promise. That was heavy.
And Moxley using those heavy-soled boots, stomping Jay White down in the corner.
He's wearing boots like a construction worker.
You're not kidding.
Big old thick soles.
And Moxley
setting up Jay White here for something bad, maybe a superplex.
Knife edge, big time knife edge. Oh. Now one right on the spine.
Oh, listen,
you can hear the pops.
Yeah, that'll numb you.
Flesh. Oh, nails.
What a nails of that. Echoing throughout the arena and then digging his hands, digging his fingers into the flesh of Jay White, and now his teeth into the nose.
Moxley left a track of fingernails in the back.
Now he's gonna nail himself now with a superplex, probably.
Superplex. Jay White goes over. Moxley looking for a cover, but Jay White rolling to his hands and knees.
I said earlier, Moxley's all beat up. You got to wonder just how beat up is he? And is he beat up enough to lose tonight?
Now you see Moxley clutching that left knee, JR. That's been plaguing him throughout this match.
I don't know about this.
Moxley!
Man, that's a dangerous situation to put yourself in if you're Jon Moxley. Leaving your feet voluntarily, Taz.
Correct, Jim, and I think that he buckled his knees, his knee, Moxley did when he landed, too, to your point.
I understand his desire to win and run the table in this tournament, which is huge. But man, oh man, taking a chance like that is almost foolish.
You see some frustration at Moxley. I think Moxley possibly, Taz, frustrated that his body is failing him right now at this point in the tournament.
I think your observation is correct, and he's got to try and get control of himself. This is bad for Jay White. Oh, no!
Oh, bad for Moxley.
Yeah.
Knees, torso, right across that steel, which is very unforgiving.
Referee is checking Mox. Meanwhile, look at Jay White. He's looking for something.
Jay White. Oh, White picking up a chair.
What the hell is he thinking about?
And now be careful here.
Searching under the ring for something. Who knows what? Oh, just grabbing a second chair.
There's no. You can't do this.
Yeah, this is a disqualification. This would eliminate Jay White from the.
His emotions are getting the best of him. Sticking to Jay White, pronoun boy.
I think
referee's telling him exactly that.
He's telling him, go ahead, do it. Cost yourself the tournament.
Oh, look out! Referee's back was turned from that chair out of the ring. It gave Jay White the opportunity to capitalize.
Oldest trick in the book, and it worked. Jay White master plan perfectly right there. Ref never saw it.
The misdirection on the official, and Jay White now with a massive advantage. Moxley, that left knee compromised JR.
A count out would get JR in the finals, JR.
Yeah, it would. The count out is just as good as a 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 points, all the same, whether it's a count out, a pinfall, or a submission. Jay White knows that.
Jay White has leaned up. He's like a racehorse. Looks like a thoroughbred.
But right now, Moxley's struggling. You can see.
He's got 2 seconds.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God.
And Moxley just narrowly beats the count.
Oh, finish, I'd say.
Oh, Blade Runner attempted. Now, paradigm shift. What a counter. What a counter by Moxley.
Beautiful counter.
This could be it here, fellas.
Not if Jay White has anything to say about it. He is still alive in the Gold League.
Moxley had the wherewithal for that far leg to be hooked. and somewhat neutralize.
He just couldn't top his opponent fast enough because of the knee issue.
You're right.
As Moxley struggling with that knee, this crowd here in Oklahoma City urging Moxley on.
Boomer Sooner country here in Oklahoma City. Even though the OSU football team has a bunch of representatives here.
Sort of.
Oh, Moxley looking for that sleeper once again. Jay White backing him up to the corner. Moxley, oh, he got the boot up by instinct alone, but Jay White made him pay for it.
Maybe a dragon screw. He's got him set. Yeah, there it is.
That dragon screw's nasty.
Yep.
Deadly, nasty, and effective.
And now Jay White, oh, he's thinking something like crap, but instead, Moxley.
Nice inside cradle, quickly done, quickly executed.
And Moxley, the bypass, rolls Jay White. Oh, a knee strike. On the mark, and oh, Jay White kicking out.
Somehow, some way, the will to win and survive and move on for Jay White is becoming overwhelming.
Even though Moxley did not get the victory, I love how quick he went for his cover after that knee strike. It was perfectly done, how fast it was.
John Moxley, Jay White. White battling for a position in the semifinals of the Gold League of the Continental Classic. I'm Excalibur, joined by Taz. JR joining us for the main event, and Moxley with the cutter.
Moxley having a hard time negotiating his balance. And going for the cover.
His head.
Jay White, that sleeper suplex, and now turns the corner, the Oranage, plants Moxley, the cover, the leg is home.
Moxley a count away from losing this huge main event here tonight on Dynamite.
Moxley's already earned his spot in the semifinals. Can Jay White join him with a victory here tonight? Kiwi Crusher.
He's going to get him here.
Jay White, the cover, and Moxley able to kick
This is
out.
a battle, guys. Over 14 minutes elapsed right now. These two men are just battling in this Continental Classic.
And remember, a 20-minute time limit, all the Gold League matches, all the group stage matches. A draw here does Jay White no favors.
You got to win. Easy. That's in the story.
Uh-oh.
Jay White's got to win.
Second one there.
But Moxley fires up and fires back with the lariat.
Boy, you never count Moxley out. He gets in the deep water and thrives.
Oh, wait, Blade Runner. Blocked once again, and Moxley, that short arm lariat.
All about the follow through and the step through, and that's exactly what Mox did with that. He's going for a third, I think, guys. No!
Oh, he's looking for the stop. He connects. Jay White. Oh,
15 minutes gone by, 5 remain.
But, oh, no. He escaped the Death Rider, did Jay White, and you heard the 15-minute call.
5 minutes away from a draw here.
Blade Runner, 2.
Jay White beats John Moxley. What a hell of a match.
Great match.
Just as we pass the 15-minute mark, Jay White connects with the Blade Runner. And now we know the Gold League Finals, 1 week from tonight. It will be a 3-way match. Jay White, Swerve Strickland, and John Moxley. There's no man with a clear tiebreaker win over the other, so it will have to be a 3-way match 1 week from tonight. And then this Saturday at Collision, the Blue League will conclude who will advance to Orlando to be in the semifinals. Claudio Castagnoli, Bryan Danielson, the Blackpool Combat Club will collide. A must-win match for Claudio. Brody King, Daniel Garcia, Brody King can advance to the semifinals. He's going to need a huge amount of help, though. And Andrade El Idolo, Eddie Kingston. If Kingston loses here, it is all over for him. But then Worlds and the Continental Classic Final, the Blue League winner versus the Gold League winner, 1 week from this Saturday. And we heard earlier tonight, it is official. Riho will challenge Timeless Toni Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship, and MJF, Samoa Joe, the AEW World Championship on the line at World's End in Long Island.
Huge.
A huge night for World's End. It was a huge night of action here. JR, thank you very much for joining us. It was great to have you back in the saddle.
Thanks very much. Feeling much better. Happy holidays, everybody.
What a main event. We got the call here. Uh-oh. Hang on.
This is an interesting scenario because we're getting a preview of the 3 men in that main event.
The Gold League semifinal. 1 week from tonight's Dynamite as we return to Orlando. Edition Financial Arena, AEWTIX.com. Moxley, Swerve, Jay White. Who will advance to World's End? As you see Moxley, that knee potentially compromised. This could be disastrous for Moxley.
How badly injured is Jon Moxley? What kind of shape's he going to be in a week? Jay White seems to be refreshed and ready to go, and certainly Swerve has been as hot as anybody in AEW.
Well, to your point, though, Jay, I'll tell you what, man, that Mox is hurting. This knee is bad.
That knee is bad. Oh, wait, Jay White. Jay White just attacked Moxley. He clipped him on the back of the knee. This is ahead of the semifinal next week. This could be disastrous.
That changes the game.